to Me and the NFL Part 12. So, the last time we beat the Cardinals, also took our first L, unfortunately. But, we are still the powerhouse of a team that you always expected us to be. The next game is a pretty big one, more than a lot of people would expect. Going against the Rams, second place division people. We win, it gives us a very good advantage for a playoff division spot. Like we're already in the #1 seed. Then we got the Ravens, then we got the Niners. We got very, very interesting matches up ahead. And then we also got the Rams again later on. So the Rams, I think they have a current wild card spot. And we're also currently the #1 in the seed. Well, in the conference. So, this is a pretty big win for both of us. The Rams win, they get this closer to making for a division playoff spot. If we win, we kind of win the division. So, yeah. And Cardinals are out of the playoffs. Like, it's gonna make, like, let me, like, see who's even out of the playoffs currently. I'm just curious. And we are currently the #1 team in the NFL. So Dolphins, Lions, Cardinals, and Saints are out of the playoffs. Bills are very close to being out of the playoffs, such as also the Chargers, the Browns, the Jets, the Steelers, Bears, Giants. So, yeah, 10 teams are currently almost out of the playoff race. 10 teams that are out or close to being out of the playoff race. And then 4 teams that are already out of the playoff race. So that's interesting. Again, just like Robert Quinn, yet to put up any amazing numbers so far. I mean, besides that last week's game. So if he wants to stay on our team, he has to be doing something a little bit more than just putting up 3 sacks in one game and that's it. Gotta do a little bit more than that. Alan Watson, signing him on a 2-year deal contract. And Dennis Smart, who apparently was an undrafted tackle, which I'll sign on a 5-year deal contract. Which a lot of people are going to be like, why are you signing this guy on a 5-year deal contract? He's not even that good. It's because I would like to have depth again to the O-line. Depth to the O-line is not a very rare thing on this team, of course. So, yeah. I think I might end the video when we make it to the playoffs. So, because we're just really close to actually finishing this entire series. So that's going to be interesting. But we're on the road. It's the Rams, who have Tyreek Hill, Jalen Ramsey. Like, this is going to be a good matchup, I think, for sure. And hopefully we don't lose this game, because, I mean, again, we are tied for the best record in the NFL right now. So, this is a very, very big game for us. And lesser for the Rams, because the Rams, it's just them getting a better chance to actually have home field advantage for other teams, pretty much.
Nothing on the scoreboard. 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. He's still on his feet. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw.
Man.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away. 4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball's moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled them as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Finding room to the 20. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 51 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip that.
There you go, touchdown Glover.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the point.
We want the points.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Bro, right tackle, do you know how to block?
Just a 3-yard gain there.
Like, I mean, it's been pretty decently not, like this O-line has been very good, like, don't prove me wrong. Like, it's been better than last year. But the only thing that is just such a disappointing sight to see is the right tackle absolutely struggling. Like, he has not been making great protection on the pass or the run. Either of the two. It's just been quite a frustrating year for Harris as a rookie for the first overall pick.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Glover. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this one.
There you go, A.J. Brown.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
God, couldn't you, like, run a little faster? Dang.
At the 36. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Oh, come on, DB Dallas. You know how to hold on to the football. They're expecting us to run the exact same play, but we're literally just running the end of 5. It's a very simple play just to get some yards.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw.
Boom.
Campbell
There you go,
making the
Paris
catch.
Campbell.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 1st down, Glover. Jordan Fuller there to take him down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed it.
Like, can they actually just, like, you know, make a little better blocks here? Because this has been quite disappointing in terms of running football.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play. We'll check on his
And
stats.
that's fine.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I'm like, bro, I'm going for it.
It's out there. They'll go for it on fourth. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks
Oh, come on.
didn't get there.
Like, again, like, the O-line has been disappointing in this game. Like, in this game particularly, the run has just not worked. And you can pretty much say that on the offensive line. Like, the offensive line has been garbage this entire game. It's not even Aaron Donald that's making the plays. It's everybody else, actually. Like, it's literally everyone else except Aaron Donald that is making the plays. So whoever Aaron Donald's on, they're making good blocks. It's just everyone else is that literally making the plays. There you go. Just get out of bounds.
He is out of bounds inside the 35. 112 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll run on 1st down. Glover. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do.
But, I mean, again, like, the new defensive coordinator, did a good job. Like, he's finally, like, a defensive coordinator that, like, we needed. Because remember from last video, we finally decided to fire our defensive coordinator just because of how terrible of a job he was doing on the defense. I think it's safe to say it was a very, very good job deciding to fire him.
It's Glover. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
There you go, 1,500 yards for the boy. Hey, he's kind of around 700 yards for the world record of the most rushing yards for any NFL running back.
Well, back in the day,
Touchdown! A.J. Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year.
It's funny to think about that this guy's a tight end,
Coming to the line here to begin
and he
their next
used to
drive, the
play
Seahawks
wide
on
receiver,
offense.
you know?
And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got him the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
they need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
And some space here. And past the 40.
Over 200 yards now for Glover.
Big play there. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily.
And my rookie offensive tackle.
The last run got a
Thank God we just signed that guy. Fake. Boom.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down.
How did Jalen Ramsey just like swoop in out of nowhere
Quickly to the line.
just to come into the pocket and tackle it?
On 3rd down. Glover.
And then we get absolutely wrecked by
Bring
him.
up 4th down.
Yeah, I'll just pull it.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And on 4th down, on is the punt team.
Ah,
sending
dang, that's
this one away.
right.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone. Coming to the line
Now it's a
here to
1-point
begin the
game.
next drive, the Seahawks
But I mean, again, our defense has been playing a very good job. I'm not gonna say that it's been their fault because
obviously the 4-minute offense applies guys here, how do they run that effectively?
And there you go, my boy Glover. Broken finger. Yeah, he's gonna be out for a couple weeks with that broken finger. Depends on what finger we're talking about here. God dang it. Like, we were able to contain him, like, really good in the first 3 quarters, but not in the 4th quarter. Like, he's been making big plays here. I'm gonna run the football. Because, like, we're kind of in a good position to win. And I also really trust this defense with the new defensive coordinator.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Get the ball, get the ball, get the ball. Oh, no, 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 no.
And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense.
See, I told you, I trust this
Well,
defense.
their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession?
There you go, and that's a touchdown. Love it.
Seattle.
254 yards for the man today. Oof.
We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the
Like, again, this defense, like, this is a completely different defense than we saw in the earlier games. Like, this is, like, such a new defense that we've never seen before. And, I mean, like I said, we'll be patient, because, you know, he's learning the guys, and look at what he's been doing in this game. Only let them put up 10 points and have, like, 2 turnovers.
the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline.
Please contain Eric Bell on this
What to
play.
do next? On 3rd down, Glover, and he will not be denied into the end. So the victory here for Seattle. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity.
There was turnovers on this side. Not our side, but on their side.
Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked
Like,
on that, not just the
look at my quarterback. He even threw over 100 yards in that game. It's mainly just because we were just like, you know what? Let's just keep running the football with my boy Glover. I mean, he's the reason why he's the leading rusher. You know, despite he's barely getting the football. Well, not in this game. This game, he got the ball a lot. Just the games before. Yeah, I don't really think we deserve so much. Because, you know, we're going to upgrade his blocking, because I would like to have that upgrade, for sure. Tyson Campbell, I like his slot, I just want to upgrade his zone, so he can play a little bit better, just in case if I just decide to say, hey, we might need a backup safety, and he's the backup safety, you know. So there you go, that was a big win. So now we kind of guaranteed ourselves now a division spot. Kind of, because literally we just got to win practically one game, and then we win, and then we go to the playoffs. Crazy. Like, look at our defense. I bet you our defense is not even ranked top 30 anymore because of this new defensive coordinator. Number 1 in offense, of course, and now we're ranked 27th in defense. We used to be ranked the 2nd worst defense. Now we're ranked 27th just because of, well, the good performance out of, well, our defensive coordinator. And look, he doesn't even have the most carries. Like, when you think of most carries, you think of these guys. David Montgomery. Like, he has yet to even get 200 carries this season. Like, look. Yeah, he has 186 carries. Yeah. That's not a lot. And also, look at Zeke. He's like 300 yards short, and he has more than 40 carries more than he does. Joe Mixon, he's 400 yards behind, but yet he still has 3 more carries than him. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, all of these guys have more carries than he does. Well, besides Al Kamara. Al Kamara has the exact same carries. Yeah, sure, he may not have the most touchdowns out of any running back. And I don't think he's ever going to beat that record. Because I think it was 28, right? And he's currently at 8. So, look. Season, rushing yards, and rushing touchdowns. 28. Not anywhere close to that. And he wants to break the most receiving touchdowns. He has to go to 33. Which D'Wayne Eskridge shattered the record. Literally just shattered it. Destroyed it. Breaking it. D'Wayne Eskridge was the first ever wide receiver to get over 2,000 yards in one season. Ever. Yeah, Glover is safe to say, though, he's probably going to get the rushing title of the most rushing yards out of any player this year. Safe to say. And also, he might also get over 2,000 yards before the season's over. So, yeah. Alright, we're at home. We're going against the Ravens. Like, I mean, at this point, I could just consider just running the football, because we already shattered so many records. Well, in terms of the offense. Like, we have the most passing touchdowns, the most passing yards, and also the most receiving yards and receiving touchdowns. And the most receiving, or any player to get more touchdowns in one season, in 33rd. So, yeah. Pretty much at this point, might as well just go target the rushing title of the most rushing yards in a season. Which is like 600 off, so it's possible. Matter of fact, he can even break it in this game. Especially if we could get this 91 yards in this one, in one play. Which I don't think that's going to happen.
It's Glover. He'll get a nice check.
And heck, it's also in rainy weather, so this is going to just be even more perfect just to keep running the football.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door.
And he's already almost over 100 yards. And remember, this guy's only carried the ball 3 times.
The afternoon off to a great start. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, just short. Just short.
Says the field judge, it's ruled incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He finds his man, complete. That's Glover. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On 3rd down, it's Glover.
Oh, just short. Just short. I say go for it.
It's 4th down.
Like, it's not going to be the end of the world if I go for it right now.
Here we go on 4th down. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time play there on 4th down. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels, then you become a chaser instead of a tackler. Well, if they continue to run the football this strong right up the middle, I don't don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find.
And he is in for the Seattle.
There you go. Glover knows how to make those moves. There you go. 10th rushing touchdown for him of the season. 18 more to go. Well, 19 more to go. For the NFL record of the most rushing touchdowns in a season. Which, again, I don't think that's really going to happen. Let's kind of face that. Like, I don't think he's going to get 19 rushing touchdowns before the end of the season.
He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no
unless he literally gets like 6 touchdowns per game. Yeah, that's kind of how crazy that idea is. Wait, no, I don't. No, no, not even 6. You don't have to get 6. Maybe like 5 per game. Kind of have to get like 5 per game.
Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores.
Marlon Humphrey.
You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't really matter because he still gets the first.
Relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to throw now on first down. That ball caught by Campbell.
That's just short.
Down after a very nice gain.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to get...
There you go, touchdown. 18 more to go. Yeah, that's how much he has to get. It's not a joke. You really think that I'm about to throw the football? Are you mad? Alright, let's try to get over 200 yards for the, Yeah, I think for sure, though, he's definitely going to beat the most rushing yard record, I think. That's very possible. Because, like, he's literally, like, not that far away just to beating that record. Which, if we shatter that record, like, this is going to be, like, a dynasty record-breaking records team in terms of seasons. And, hey, perfect time to finally start to just shatter some records in some of these, because... Well, I mean, again, this game is going bye-bye pretty soon for me, if I do get it for Christmas, which I'm probably gonna, let's face it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second.
There's Will Disley.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Glover.
God, they don't know how to stop that play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Constantly hitting double digits every time I run that play. Which that doesn't mean I'm gonna constantly run that play now.
On first down, Glover, the beautiful fake, and taking it across midfield and just shy.
Officially hit the 20 carry mark.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people.
Boom, touchdown to the rookie receiver. Hey, you thought I was done throwing the football? Hell nah. I kind of do regret not, you know, running the football in, because then I could at least maybe make it close. Like, the goal, like, we're not going to beat the rushing record. We can all kind of agree on that regardless. Just, how's that a first? I thought I was about to say, I think that was just short. No, it wasn't.
Just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
About to be over 300 yards in today's game. That's my goal in this game, getting him over 300 yards, and that's like 35 yards.
More than double-digit carries in the second half alone. That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on their.
There we go. Dwayne Eskridge has finally hit over the 1,000-yard mark. Well, I mean, he already has. So.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
There you go. He's very close to beating that record of the most rushing touchdowns now. I think he's like 17.
On first down, Glover.
But like, here's the thing. He's going to have to beat of how much rushing touchdowns he already has right now. So, yeah.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Glover. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first.
Rushing defense, you're ranked number 7, but yet you almost have let over 300 yards rushing today. Yeah, that's about to go down real quick.
It's Glover.
Oh, he's so close to that over 300-yard mark, but this defense is actually being a defense, know how to stop the run.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Alright, 19 more yards to get him over 300 yards. Oh, dang it. I shouldn't have done that. Harris is injured again. Are we going to have this the same problem now with, but this time with Harris? We had the exact same problem with this guy with Rashawn Slater. God damn it. We're supposed to be blocking that guy. Jesus. Can't just let a big boy like that get through. Alright, just got over 300 yards. Barely. Like, literally, just got it. Bruising Cinema.
Continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And again, this is like, this defensive coordinator, like, what was that throw? What was that throw? That's like, this is your 7th attempt. You should kind of be pretty ready for throwing a football. You think? Slide to the DMs. They weren't ready. Weren't ready. They're just gonna try to get everyone there. But too late, because that's a touchdown! 16 more to go! Got 16 more to go. And he has beaten the record of the most touchdowns in the NFL.
Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And he will
another one, 15 more to go. So yeah, maybe he could beat the rushing record. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Alright. 20 points allowed. I'll take that. I'll take it. 20 points allowed, dude. Like, this defense is getting better and better every week. I think if he just put up some performance like he did this week, I think he beats the rushing record. I think he does. So if he literally just keeps playing like he did in that game, next week, here you go, you get the rushing title. So to say, I'm just pretty much trying to get this man the MVP. I'm also gonna try to get him human joystick as well, which currently is a 95 overall, but. So I think by now he has the record of the, well, not the record, but in the record books of the most rushing yards in the NFL. So I'm pretty sure of that. So season, rushing yards. So yeah, Eric Dickerson has 2,135, but he is yet to get into the record books. That's interesting. My guy has 71 passing touchdowns. I think he already broke the record again. So he's at 14, so he needs 15 more. And really, he only has to put up like less than 200 yards. I think that's very capable. Like, literally about like 200 yards. Alright. On the next week. Alrighty. So again, no matter what, I think we've won the division. Yeah, we won the division. So, hey. First team to win the division. Let's go. And let's continue with our dominance, but beating the San Francisco 49ers. I'm also curious just to see the past 2 weeks. Okay, so the past 2 weeks, none of my players on defense did make it, but of course Glover did. I think my quarterback with 71 touchdowns somehow, I think is a record of the most for a season. Yeah, like, remember last season when he had 66? Yeah, he still had, I'm about to shatter the record in the most rushing yards, or passing yards, like I did with the passing touchdowns. So, I kind of already did, so I don't really have to do that. At this point, we're just trying to shatter the record of the rushing touchdowns. Because, like, literally, we are pretty close to shattering the record of the most rushing yards. So, I'd say, like, 500 yards, and he pretty much shattered it. 500 yards, and maybe, like, 20 touchdowns. But I don't think that 20 touchdowns thing is going to be, like, I don't think that's going to be likely to happen. It's like, I'm going to have to get, like, 5 per game. That's ridiculous. Hey, at least finally Robert Quinn decides to get a forced fumble.
To
And 49ers went for a touchdown right away. Classic 49ers defense. I mean, classic Seattle's defense. Oh, they're going to make sure... Okay, for 100%, they're going to make sure that we are not going to get that record. They are 100% going to make sure of that.
Defensively, here you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
I could say the exact same thing for the 49ers defense. I mean offense.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, second time in a row.
Just 6 carries to this point. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along.
And he will.
Here we go. 14 more until he gets the rushing touchdown record. Really? Really? I mean, I take a turnover. It's just like, it's not going to help us with the rushing record. Take a little breather. And go.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams,
when it gets to like 200 yards, we're going to hold the dice and actually start to like bomb the ball downfield and stuff.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
13 left. 13. 18 to shatter the record.
Let's see what they can do on this play. On 1st down, it's Glover, and he goes across the 20 to the 20.
He's almost over 100 yards.
5 yards on the
already.
carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
And here you go, over 100 yards. 92 left.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him, where he said of himself, I love
Dang it, that's not gonna help.
Here
That is definitely not gonna help him getting MVP. Oh, come on, get him, Eskridge. There you go. Eskridge is a good tackler. Come on, Glover. God. That's definitely not helped. That makes it even worse for him to get an MVP right there. That fumble. Wow, good job, defense. Screw the offense for a sec. That defense. Good job. I mean, usually that does happen. I mean, usually an interception that is in this time. Oh, D.D. Dallas is going to get the ball there. You could have just asked me that you were tired. You could have just literally asked me that. There you go, Will Disley.
Completion to his tight end, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one hand.
And Javon Kinlaw is injured. That makes this 10 times more easier since he's literally right up the middle. And there you go. I think he's what, 13 now?
So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. They'll run on first down. Glover.
I probably should have made a juke there. Whatever.
This one up to about the 35. 143 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I mean, like, it's like we're going to need touchdowns after he already gotten that record in 71 yards. Which, remember, he had that record last year.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to get that end zone real quick.
2nd and 4. Being chased out left.
Boom.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And that
Call timeout, call timeout, call timeout.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
Goal line.
As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Come on, guys. I need you to make a good lane. That is not a good lane at all. Come on, hurry up, hurry! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Here we go. And that's a touchdown. 12 more, so he's out of the teens. He's out of the teens now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball.
Alright, we need to get him like 52 more yards. Just 52, man. Literally the most easiest thing I've asked you to do. Now it's 50 yards.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Okay. That's a first, right? Yes.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Rob has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
You know what? Let's no huddle, but this time let's actually try to look for that light. There you go.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Green Bay put up 42 points with Tim Patrick having the most receptions and yards. And Jordan Love as their starting quarterback. Wow. Alright, 26 yards left to go. 26. Oh, that's not up to 26. Yep, 25. But that was a very low score game. 10 to 7.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Good move at the 30. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners.
Eric Armstead is injured. Thank the Lord, because we really need some
We
help.
got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him.
Those are through, baby.
And he is going to have
And one of our backup guards are now injured. Great!
Just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. They juked him.
There you go. I think he just broke the record. And literally everyone is being injured on this team. And I just do not know why. Come on, just go in the end zone. Go in the end zone, you monkey.
But a nice little gain. The last run got
Come on, hurry, Eskridge. Get to your frickin' spot. And there you go, 11 left. Now we're gonna actually start, you know, running the football. I mean, passing the football. Because I don't think we're going to be able to get away with the passing. I mean, there you go. Dwayne Eskridge.
It's a big play there for Seattle. Well, that didn't take long. One play.
What the hell? Whatever. There you go. 10 more. 10 more until he beats the record. 10 more left. 10 more left, baby.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board.
Oh, DK, boom. See my boy DK wide open.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Like, we're not even, like, trying to target this guy a lot, really.
Dancing to his left.
Oh, come on, just break the tackle. Okay.
Looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on. And he will.
There you go, touchdown. 9 left. 9.
A great play there.
We need just 9 more. Just 9 more.
Both offenses have been clicking.
And I'm like just trying to make sure that like this guy could just relax a little bit after having so much like.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Just so much pressure, you know, like he had so much to do on this team.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Left side.
There you go, DK Metcalf.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out.
Like this team is literally like, wait, what? They're throwing the football now. Since when they know how to do that?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort.
Now
there.
8 left is how much he had today.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A nice looking play.
Come on, Eskridge, keep moving. Or not. Come on. I want him to like try to get him to 7, so then I don't have to make him do as much. Like now, you know what's funny? He has like 12 left until like he shatters the record. Like we have did with a ton of records already. Didn't meant to do that. But who cares, you know? He needs another passing touchdown to shatter his record, which he already did multiple times already. Like, any yards is literally going to shatter that record that we already made. Not anymore. We're just going to run the football with my quarterback.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to.
There goes 7 left.
And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Wait, he ties?
A big offensive explosion.
He ties? What do you mean he ties the most rushing touchdowns? I guess we're gonna have to look and see, because I thought we had 7 left. Whatever.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl.
Like we did last season. So we have officially beaten the record of the most rushing yards in a season, because we are literal the GOATs. And no other team's gonna break these records too. So, because they're not like trying to break these records like I am. So, yeah. Oh, he's like 5 more upgrades left until he gets human joystick, and then this guy's going to be. It's going to be so much more easier to run into football now with him when I have human joystick. So 1 new injury. Who was that? I think it's Bar Harris, right? No, it was Andrew Whitewood, which I don't really care. And Rashawn Slater's supposed to come back next week. Great. I say that kind of because he's not been a guy you expected to. And the first over 30 points is his first outing. And NFL records. So, let's see here. He has beat the most rushing yards by like 69. No, 67. And in touchdowns, he is... Okay, we need 6 more. 6 more to break the record. 6 more. It's pretty easy. 9 to shatter the record. And I think your boy knows what I'm targeting for. And that's going to be that number 9, Mr. And also tied with the most touchdowns, I think, in a season with Dwayne Eskridge. I think, if I did get that. I think already on this point, we have guaranteed ourselves the entire, like, thing. Like, it doesn't matter if we lose every game or not, we're already guaranteed ourselves a number 1 seed playoff spot. So, yeah. Ooh, got Packer Cowboys. Seen those playoff games a lot. Vikings and 49ers back in 2019. Rams and Buccaneers, as we saw in the divisional round. So, yeah. Colts and Broncos, you know, like the Peyton Manning clubs. Ravens and Bengals, division rivals. And Raiders and Jaguars, which we've seen in London. Well, not in London, so I also remember. But, yeah. 6 more rushing touchdowns. 9 to shatter the record, which I think we're going to be targeting 9, because it's before the season's over. Like, because, like, what? We just have to average, like, 2 touchdowns per game. That's easy. And now we're going to be able to, like, you know, now pass the ball a lot more than we did last time. It's going to be so much more easy. But the question is who is going to be getting the MVP reward? Brenton Biggers, who has 72 touchdowns, literally, in 1 season. Or is it going to be Glover, who has broken the most rushing yards out of any running back? It's going to be interesting. I'm very curious. It's kind of neck to neck between those two. DK Metcalf has almost 1,300 yards. That's probably going to be broken pretty soon here. We're going against the Rams again. And if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive, they got to win this game. Which, I mean, again, I don't really care if they win. Because we're already guaranteed a playoff spot. So, like, and the division. So, who cares?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. 4th out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's got it.
Paris Campbell.
What a catch on the sideline.
And he already got the
Through
Zucker.
the air, 37 yards. He's going to take another shot here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Seattle. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
In, touchdown.
Into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So it was the passing game.
What? He needs 6 more. You high?
So this offense will head back out.
This guy is high, because this guy does not understand.
To the interception.
I need 5 more.
It's Glover. Nifty move. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the
3 more, baby. 3 more. That's very easy.
ready to get this drive
Like at this
underway.
point.
Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
This is caught inside the 15. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for Seattle. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown,
2 more.
Seattle.
2 more, baby.
So this offense
And what, like 6 more to shatter it? So, like, yeah.
thanks to the interception.
Yeah, they did expect them to come.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get
A little
him as they
disappointing,
stop him behind the line. First play of the
our
drive goes
offense.
the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rolling to his left.
Who's guarding Dwayne Eskridge?
Open left side.
Huh? Who's guarding Dwayne Eskridge?
In the red zone before he crosses over
Who?
out of bounds.
I'm literally destroying Sean McVay's
21-3
mental health.
is your score
in this
after
game.
one.
In this game, I am destroying their mental health.
Now it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down.
I love me now. I love me
Kinds of
now.
plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
also tells you there's a full.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown.
5 more until we shatter it. 5 more.
All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
I think we all know.
Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it. And now this offense gets ready to take over the football. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Glover. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 51 yards rushing for him so far, and a boatload of touchdown runs as well. Right back to him on 1st down.
Dang it.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever.
But
2nd and
let's see if
10.
they can stop this play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And he's down inside the 5.
Busted those ankles.
Before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll try and run for it on
I mean, he had a
1st and
big
goal.
season
And he
before.
gets
Like, it's
halfway
like he's
there
gonna.
from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 2. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And that is knocked away in the middle of the
In
field.
what planet is he gonna, like, know that the ball's right there? Oh, I actually know. Alien planet.
It was the visitors getting the win there. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the
Just so unfair.
It's caught inside the 10.
Whoa, what the hell is going on outside? It's like snow. Call timeout. Dude, it's 9-42. Dude, this team is getting wrecked. Come on, give the handoff off quick. How? He didn't even get my freaking shoe. Bull crap. Come on, guys.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And to give this time to the tailback.
Dude, within.
He is in for the Seattle touchdown.
30th rushing touchdown. So I think I can finally just like acknowledge that this is going to be a disgusting team.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you back over to Orlando.
Well, this isn't Christmas Eve.
Here's Jonathan Coachman. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game. That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness. Did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus? And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
I'm trying to get the ball to my rookie receiver just in case.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender.
And also letting him have like a decent rookie year
That's a
as
tough
well.
situation for him, as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was
Here we go, AJ Brown.
Touchdown, Seattle. AJ Brown with a
13th receiving touchdown for a tight end. Crazy.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent.
It got his man complete.
Touchdown. Like, it's like they know 5,000 career receiving yards. Well, I mean, he used to be a wide receiver, so like, I guess it's really not that surprising.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past
Over 100 yards now for him.
104 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an
touchdown.
Dwayne Eskridge.
Dwayne Eskridge.
Like, he's getting very close to hitting 100 touchdowns. I swear. Because remember that one season where he has like 33 touchdowns? Like, I think he passed like over 50 receiving touchdowns. That's pretty insane. Rushing defense, and yet you have let over 111 yards. Okay.
Now an option play, and we'll keep it. And tackled down after a gain of 3.
Just short.
1 yard to go on 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. steps away to his left.
Boom.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dancing away at the 35. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, sprinting it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But
this will be
DK Metcalf for a touchdown.
Carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Yeah, the carnage continues. Okay, you know what? Let me just simulate the game because, like, we already know who's gonna win, and our defense is actually doing really well. And again, I'm gonna say this a lot, but another game where our defensive coordinator doesn't make our defense get over 30 points. So, yeah, that's very nice, to say the least. I mean, yeah, I understand. This defense is still piece of trash. I mean, this is because of how before hiring him worked, but this defense is taking a whole new different direction with this defensive coordinator. I think it was just the fact of having that defensive coordinator on the field. So, yeah. Here we go. 3 more until you finally can unlock human joystick. Alright, we are going... I'm actually really curious to see who will win MVP. Because I'm just kind of just curious at this point. Like, let's see, stats and rewards. Let's go check this. No, I meant by weekly. I meant by yearly. And it is... Oh, Brenton Biggers is really gonna win MVP? Really? Well, I mean, I guess so, right? Like, he won literally the most passing touchdowns of the season. Somehow he also won the most passing yards in a season. Like, look. He didn't even, like... This is another guy who's actually just struggled in terms of interceptions. Like, look. He is tied for, like, 4th place in interceptions. Even if the average is technically going to be 13, well, technically really it's not. Some quarterbacks are just backups. Well, we're going to simulate it to the playoffs, and we'll call that an episode. We're 16-1. Ooh.